One, two, one, two, one. There you go. Welcome to Novelty Hour.
Love that title theme.
Yep. Last time, double murder happened. This time, this is a single trial.
One single, probably long trial.
Oh, the trials in this game are short compared to later games.
Oh dear.
Yep. Everyone heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door on the first floor.
Well, of course, it's where he said to, gather together. Oh god, there's two of them.
Hello, hello! He multiplied?
Kill one.
Prepare for trouble. Make it double. Prepare for trouble. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
The answer is both. You failed.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
She's not even fazed by any of this shit.
You're not playing along. We're not here to play with you. You don't want to play with the teddy bear? Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Okay, bye.
I can melt through the floor.
Okay, let's all leave while he's not looking.
I'm not mentally prepared yet. You will never be mentally prepared. You can't run away from your sins, Higakure.
Your sin.
I told you already. I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or was the notebook starring Sandra Bullock? Well, no, but oh no. How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have a culprit.
Well, let's see how we figure everything out here.
Save your accusations for the courtroom.
Motherfucker.
Damn. Fucking told him. Then the story can really begin. Got some Ritz crackers and cottage cheese.
Good idea, asshole character. Can't believe I actually said that. I have to do it.
I can't keep getting away with it.
And for the two that lost their lives, as well as the many other people who have died up to this point.
Yep.
You know, all two of them.
The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... someone right here. Cop out. Let's hurry up and go so make Higakure pay for his crimes.
Mm.
Were you listening? Wait until we get to the courtroom to start your arguing. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed.
Maybe.
This trial will be over in no time.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Nah, it wasn't me. You gotta believe me.
No,
Come on, Big Mac. Let's do it.
I love that.
Don't say those words to me ever again. The door closed on their own. And the steel box began to move.
Oh god, it's a death trap. We're all gonna die.
Well, we're down to half our original number.
Impressive.
Subarashi! When I see you all gathered like this, I realize just how few of you are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Please never say the word climax again.
Only because of you. This is all your fault. Boy, Megan, these are cool things to each other. But I'm so cute.
I exist as the mascot and the villain of the series.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm going to start it. I would never say stay tuned for the...
Into this commercial break. Does he
That's
actually
fine,
say? Does he say that in the anime? That would be great.
That would be great. I don't remember.
Ah, fuck. Repeat,
A
repeat,
deadly
repeat.
riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial.
Deadly delicious whatever's in my fucking mouth.
Yep. They have new skills. I got Tagami's skill, which is one of the best in the game.
Ooh.
It stops the curse. It stops the reticule from waving around so much.
Neat.
That's it.
Oh, let's get right into it. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Take it away, so I don't have to talk as
Your
much.
votes will
Oy
determine the
vey.
results. If you can figure
Yeah,
out
we know
who done
we've been.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yep.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
Or do we?
was that?
I'll do it.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the
Alibi.
I found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Says the murderer.
You call it a murderer.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
After crime, after crime, after crime, after crime.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, I don't know,
Is he
I don't
really
know.
the killer? Or, before anything else, let's make that clear. Make your argument! Or rather, debunk other people's arguments. That's probably more accurate.
In this particular case.
Everything we found in your room,
Morty.
the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
You'd know all about
You're
conspiracies,
right.
wouldn't you?
Why did you kill them?
No. Just hold on a second.
Well, we have 7 minutes to figure this out, so...
Plenty of time.
Indeed.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't. It's not true.
Hiro, why?
Yeah, I think you missed it.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I was figuring it out. I think I was remembering the controls or something.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Incorrect! You're trying to disprove the blueprints with the blueprints? Damn it! The blueprints only support the argument of the blueprints!
Everything we found in your room. The
I'm
blueprints,
accidentally
the suit
agreeing with you.
No, that's wrong.
Ding dong, y'all are wrong.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Look at the handwriting.
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
Meet in dining
the
hall.
handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Almost as if it was
The blueprints.
typed.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Ah, the I'm a retard defense.
Are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What? Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
Oh.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Tell him, Nagi. Of course it does.
So? Who was in
Love the look on Nagi's face there. It's like, pressure. The Illuminati.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense.
Will you accept a nuanced
Hiro was
point?
the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
Don't talk to me, peasant.
What needs to be clarified?
Shut your mouth. How did you slap me from across the room?
It would seem that his corpse was moved
I have
using
special
certain
skills.
particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they
Tell
were?
him, Nagi. It was the
Yeah, the...
yeah. And I'm like, oh wait, it was way the fuck earlier.
Yeah, whoopsie.
It was the dolly.
I got it!
But there's still one more thing.
And the blue tarp.
I got it!
Or blue tarp.
They were a
Blurp.
dolly and
A blue tarp.
right?
A blarp, if you will.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room.
Ah, the
And
blue
then
tarp
we
was...
discovered
Oh,
it
okay.
in the
Hello.
repository. And
Yep.
when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Unused.
So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing.
Was used to move the fat ass.
I'm sure the dolly was in the
We're just talking about
equipment
Taka's
room
body.
I know.
around Taka's body there. But when the body
It
disappeared,
couldn't have been used to move
so
fat
did
ass
the
over there
doll.
because how are you going to push a dolly up 3 flights of stairs?
Later,
Fair.
when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
God, you catch on so quick, don't you, Celeste?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Oh.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Tell him,
There
Nike.
is no
Again.
shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
What are you, friggin'
All accept
Byakuya over there?
that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
I'm tired of dealing with the douchebag duo over there. Alright, let's prove him wrong. Hey, a new element! Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's talk about reloading.
Reload.
We're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. You'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But now, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. It'll cost you a bullet to destroy a remark. When you run out, you can't destroy anymore, but you can reload by pressing Tab. So that's awkward. So I have
But
to
is
have
it a
my hand
clear
up.
tab?
That tab clear to you?
Depends on the keyboard, I suppose.
But it's kind of awkward because I have to hold down tab and space.
It would be a little awkward, huh?
Because I need space for fever time and tab for reloading.
Dum 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 dum.
You have it wrong. I cannot.
No, this first time I failed horribly.
Okay.
So pathetic. Lies
Whoopsies.
will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
There we go.
You miserable wretch.
An XSplit fucking does that.
Do your worst.
I'm like, oh my god, what happened?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your
Oh,
worst.
shit, she's whooping my ass.
You miserable
Why can't I
wretch.
prove that a dolly was in one room and not the other room?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your
I lost the rhythm.
Fuck.
You miserable
I'm out of
wretch.
bullets and I lost the rhythm. Her statements are literally
I
destroyed.
ain't got rhythm. I ain't got rhythm.
I'm like a Jew on the dance floor.
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I'm so sad you couldn't see the second attempt I made after it crashed because I whooped her fucking ass the second time.
Oh my god.
You are a
Or the
fool.
third time, I forget.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Just down to the bullet.
You miserable wretch.
Ah, I just couldn't hack him.
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Failure.
Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, the trial is officially adjourned. It's time to reveal who the Blackened was.
Not.
It would appear the one with the most votes is Makoto. But he's not the Blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate.
Is this really the end for all of us?
What do you say? Want to give it another shot?
I
Duh.
refuse to give up yet.
And then you just start back.
Yeah, dude, not at all. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Yep.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch.
There we go.
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Tapping like his favorite drink over here.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Ah, no, I lost the rhythm.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable
Not having a good
wretch.
time.
Yeah, I can tell.
Cannot agree.
Yeah.
You are a fool.
I wonder when I remember I can fever time it. Right about now, apparently.
Wretch. You have it wrong.
I can't see it, but it's more frequent.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your
And
worst.
she's almost dead.
There we go.
Final strike!
Cannot agree.
This should prove it.
He disproved me.
If you're
Breaking
asking for
two.
proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident. As they wheeled the body out of the room,
Yeah,
as
that
the
makes
blood
sense.
dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Dude, they hate me really that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot,
It's a
then
human being.
what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
But I'll have Nagi
If
do
you
it
look
instead.
back on how the body was transported,
You're an
it
asshole.
will become immediately obvious.
is it that they could not have done it? Wow, the dead corner got a lot more dead.
Yeah. He's just surrounded by dead people now.
Killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
What have you been up to?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't
Not a whole lot.
Well, yeah.
Last few days have been pretty uneventful, aside from me trying desperately to heal my vocal cords.
Yeah, stop getting down with the sickness, as it were.
Down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry.
Yeah, I had a bad headache this morning, but I took some ibuprofen and a nap, and I'm fine now.
That's kind of how that works, yeah.
Yep.
And from there,
What am I disproving today?
Well, yeah, all you'd have to do is
There will be no bending over. Right now.
Curses, I like bending over.
Ask me
You're
later.
absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Stoop down low.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
what do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the
The
suit
other
together.
option is that he just kicked it there.
Now this is confusing because this was voiced, but now it's not.
Yeah, whoopsies.
Yeah, I swear this is bugged or something. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Totally can't bend at the waist. What a pretty obvious oversight.
Yeah. Just like the lack of
You're in
dialogue.
that suit. Not
Exactly.
only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
it seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend.
Indeed.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
We have a word for that. It's called
Can't even
kicking.
see your feet. You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Except, there's absolutely no chance.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Oh, help.
Help me, help me.
I prefer not to be Voltron forever. That sounds like a bad rap. Looks like a body in a tarp. Bad rap.
Yeah, I get it.
It's hashtag relatable.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the murderers out there. Hope you're doing okay.
You truly make this game work.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without.
Just like a normal suit.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself?
You ever worn a suit?
Hero
Danganronpa alternate universe, everything's the same, but instead Hagakure was wearing a fursuit.
it off by himself. I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Yeah. So apparently somebody was modding this game, and they found out that if you just throw a semicolon somewhere where it shouldn't be, it just
Showing
messes
up in a
everything
suit
up.
Really?
For everyone to suspect it.
Like the game just gets massively fucked up.
Yeah.
It's really,
Man, that
really
semicolon
true
really
that
fucked us
Robo
over.
Justice couldn't move the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it
Don't
couldn't
like
have been
link me to
Hero in
something
the
like that,
robot
because
suit, correct?
I want to know exactly how it fucks everything
Just a
up.
second, if you please.
I'll
Have
see
you
if I can find it.
forgotten about the picture that I took?
Well, not right now,
took
of
a
course,
pic.
but
Yeah.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice.
I'm being kidnapped by
Whoever
Voltron.
was in
It's like my
is
worst
not
nightmare
confident
come to
how
life.
you would explain that.
And my darkest sexual fantasy.
Do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me really hard.
What guy?
My eyes are duck lips. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack,
So long as
motherfucker.
those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual
Are you sure about that?
outside the gate and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta
Without a
I'm
doubt.
easily swayed.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides,
Yeah.
there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before
Yeah.
we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead
Yeah.
of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
I'm not saying yeah every
But
single
where do we
time.
go from here?
Let's review this
Okay,
series
well,
of unfortunate
I'm
events
starting to
from the
enjoy it.
beginning.
Okay.
Maybe
Hey,
we'll
a series of
uncover
unfortunate
something new.
events.
I love that book series.
Yeah, look at that.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus,
Do
maybe
it.
we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went
No,
down.
you won't.
All right,
I
then.
was very secretive.
Let's take another look back at what
I'm
happened.
a girl of many
I suppose we could
secrets.
start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone.
Those
It
flaking
was around
bastards.
8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon
I
after
didn't go
that,
missing. I knew
Hina
exactly
found
where I
Celeste
was.
in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
You know who it was. It was
I know
Robo
it was an
Justice.
hour because I remember being attacked a little
Fight
after
for
7.
justice.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Don't forget male and
As it
suspicious.
turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
See, and that's you get the same recap earlier if you ask, so
Oh,
I knew she was
okay.
just gonna do it again anyway.
Okay.
Maybe it's not exactly the same, but it's
Except this time, it's voiced.
When Celeste told
exactly.
us that, we decided to split up and
If you're gonna
search
give me
for
a
something
recap,
more.
at least
And
voice
soon
act
after
it.
that,
I saw someone
least
moving
make it
around
interesting.
on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
I've never heard you yell like that though.
That was a rather intense scream.
For someone like you.
I saw him, the strange, suspicious male-costumed mailman. He ran off as soon as I saw him. I was blocking the stairs.
and then
And then.
Yeah, Mr. Bryce, we need you to record the words "and then." Very good.
Great, we'll use it.
Here's your $60.
No, more feeling.
And then I am a thespian.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Yes, Hunter Party and
Celeste,
Pussy
Hina,
Party.
and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
From the lovely
I left
Monokuma.
Celeste
He's got a
and Hina
great
there and
death
headed
face.
back to the to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the
Almost.
same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. Right
Yes, I
after we
was
left
there
the
for
physics
all of
lab,
this. Thank you.
We ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something
It's kind of
very
intricate, so
surprising.
they kind of have to go through it step by step.
To be fair. Yeah.
We rushed back to the nurse's office.
How many
and
times are
saw
you gonna
that
say
she
that
was
before
right.
you acknowledge this game
Then
knows
we
what it's doing?
remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's a good point. I understand why they did that.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
Dun dun
Next
dun.
thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
10 minutes
Celeste
precisely.
She found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
As such.
I think that about covers
With
it.
Hifumi having a much less hilarious face on him.
Also, Kitty
It
Kitty wasn't
certainly
there,
seems
so
to
they
me
were
that
kind of
these are not a
recapping her
simple
too.
series of
Yeah.
connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Flip.
Make your argument.
Or just shoot down other people's. That's really more what you're doing.
Let's just grab Bullet here.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they
Oh
were
yeah,
killed in.
this one took me a long time to figure out, and the episode's gonna cut off before I do that.
Curses.
Yeah. But that's okay because we have a part 2.
Part 2?
True
I
that he
can't
fully
go that high
killed Justice
right
Hammer.
now.
While Taka's death
Don't push
came
yourself.
from a swing
I won't,
from
I won't.
Justice Hammer.
See?
Part 2, part 2, part 2,
So
part 2,
it's
part
obvious Taka came after.
This is one of those ones where I was very confused on how exactly they wanted me to disprove it.
Oh man, yeah.
Regarding
I
Taka's
broke this
death,
fucking cracker.
I wonder if he died before.
Or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed. Taka came
What makes you say?
because of the
And what's,
numbering of the
and what's funny is that
Justice
I have distinct memories of always getting tripped up on this one.
Oh my god, really?
So,
Well, to be fair,
I
the
wonder
whole
if-
situation is
we
kind of...
already know Taka came
What makes you say?
because of the number.
It's true that he while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Exactly. That line, we already know what order is kind of burned in my head from how many times I've heard
what
it.
order they were killed in.
Don't scare me like that. God damn it. Just listen to me.
You son of a bitch. How dare you?
So,
Let's just make sure I got everything correct.
Like, what does this mean? So it crashed on me in about 45 seconds.
Okay.
But don't worry, I went all the way back and did all the shit.
We already know what
Cool.
order Taka came last.
And I can prove it. See, I have 2.5. I have 2.5 hearts right now, and I'll have a lot more next
Because of the
when we come
numbering
back.
of the Justice
Okay,
Hammer.
whoopsies.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
While Taka's death.
Came from a swing of Justice Hammer.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
The reboot that nobody asked
so,
for.
Regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they
Justice Hammer 4, The Quest for Peace.
Shoot.
Never mind, I have 1.5 hearts. And then the sound cuts out. And I'll see it. And we'll see you after a quick cut. I think I do a sync check in a second.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. So I just wanted to point out, because I think in the first half of this episode we were a little quiet, that trial episodes are generally going to have less commentary, just because, and you can see I have way more hearts now.
Oh, I wonder how that happened.
Oh, that's a fucking mystery.
We already know what order they
But,
were killed. Taka came last.
Whoopsie.
What makes you say that?
But trials are going to have
Totally fucking missed it.
trials are inherently going to have less commentary just because I want people to appreciate the voice acting for one, and I also want not to distract Kevin too much from what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's generally
It's true that he while
why there's going to be less
Taka's
commentary in these trial
Obvious
episodes.
Taka came after.
Anyway, I had to memorize that statement.
So, regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order.
Sarawak Chigayo!
Break.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their
What?
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Where is the proof?
You don't even have any, do you? You're just spouting nonsense.
Hey,
Hold on,
snowballing works too.
I have to look deep inside myself. Wisteria tree.
No.
That's what I'm spelling. Hey, dumbass, hit the T. The multiple T's.
The T.
I think I got
the
distracted
T.
Just like Hifumi, you can never hit the T right, can you?
Now I understand.
The lid.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by
Just
the
in time for my
6.
favorite animes.
No, I was trying to do the SpongeBob joke. You know, like you were just doing.
Oh.
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Bedtime for all the good little boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night,
The
then he
boys.
must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
Yes.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before he.
No fucking shit.
Before Celeste was attacked this morning. Which
You're getting
happened around
angry.
7.
That's right.
No.
Taka was killed before any of
I'm
the
just
other
being
incidents
stupid.
took place.
That simple fact
You're being
slipped past all
stupid
of us.
angry.
We made the wrong assumption.
Or as we like
No,
to
you're
say-
being stupid angry.
All because of
Or
the
as we like to
justice.
say in the business, strangry.
Numbers on each hammer
Cat.
increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident,
I think I startled the cat. Whoops.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6,
Kind of a delayed reaction there, but okay.
murder go out the window because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Did you have to stay in the window, huh, cat?
murder. But all of our alibis still hold true.
So basically, nobody has an alibi for Taka's death because it happened so early.
Him,
Yeah.
we're all safe.
So we need to focus specifically on Hifumi's.
It came from downstairs. It must have been
The juice.
the Jews. We must round them up immediately.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Although it wasn't quite dead at the time. There's a difference
Or
between mostly
was
dead
it?
and all. There's a difference between mostly dead and all dead. See, mostly dead means still partly alive.
No, he was dead. It was Disney. It was magical Disney princess tears that brought him back.
Oh, right. Of course, I forgot. Aui's a Disney princess. Gotcha.
Exactly. Finally, confirmed.
True. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
Yeah,
Oh,
genius.
yeah, I forgot we need evidence for these things.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it
Truly.
does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished,
His
from the
body?
nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom.
The
together,
bathroom.
while everyone else was in
The
the equipment
bathroom.
room, correct?
Love her
Then there's the
accents.
disappearance of Taka's
So
body from
terrible.
the equipment room.
Such a
At that
terrible
time,
accent.
We were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's
This is so
body,
damn big.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides,
I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared.
Kyoko?
So they most certainly could have done those
Yep.
things.
Kyoko.
So what
Please don't
now,
pronounce my
Kyoko?
name like it's two
For
separate
now,
words.
we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
That's kind of why we're here, though.
I
Yeah,
propose
if
we
you
start
notice,
talking
we're
about
all in a
how.
circle.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's
You know what's
true.
funny is that
We searched everywhere.
I was on
but we couldn't
DRG
figure
and we
out how to
discovered
explain his body
by
disappearing.
overlaying who's
And
in what
according to
spot,
what
who's in
Celeste
what
said-
seed in each game, we found out that there's actually, well, technically there's two, but there's actually one seat you can sit at that guarantees your survival.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm obviously not telling you what that is,
Oh,
but
duh, of course.
His body apparently
It'd be a huge
disappeared
fucking
when one
spoiler.
day her and Hina
I
took
know,
their
but
eyes
it
off
is just funny that there's
Carried
just the
that
magic
much
seat.
weight from the first floor up to the third in that
Like,
short
you want to
amount
be
of
sitting
time?
there if you're in this situation.
Oh, man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible
When
possible?
there's a
from
will,
my drill-
there's a
from my
way.
drill-
How?
We need to
It's
stop
the
joking at the
body.
same time.
Sorry.
Can move itself.
Also, your jokes need to stop being worse than mine, because then it feels like I'm submitting to a weaker power.
Okay,
It
then.
has anything to do with the
Well, what was your joke there going to
What she's
be?
implying is
I forget.
he thought he was dead, but
Wonderful.
But
in
it was
reality,
it was
he
great.
still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Not quite.
He was simply playing dead.
That
Like a big fat
is
possum.
impossible.
Is
Big,
it possible?
fat, smelly, sweaty, video game loving possum.
Yo, let's go. We got a fucking mystery to solve.
The possum is his
Are
wife.
you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
You stop that.
It is impossible.
Get out of there. See,
He was dead.
look how fucking still the reticule is now, thanks
And you know
to
that how?
Byakuya's skill.
Surely you heard
Huzzah.
the body discovery
It was like moving all
announcement
over the
along
place
with
before.
The rest of us. Hifumi's dead
Now I
body
can move it with
had been
perfect
found,
precision.
and that is
Oh,
why
almost
the
perfect.
announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
Yes.
Maybe
No.
the announcement was
I don't
intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we
I was like, what does that piece of evidence mean? Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Or it doesn't.
there's
Secretly,
a
it
chance
does not
he's
make sense.
actually still alive?
No,
Whoopsie.
it is impossible. Hifumi was
I
dead,
actually meant to just hit the
without a
thing,
doubt.
but
And
I
you
meant
know
to
that how?
knock away the white noise, but I
Surely you heard
clicked the
body
fire
of
button
Hifumi's
instead.
dead body had been, and that is why
Ah.
the announcement was made.
Missed it by that
Slippery,
much.
slippery
Are we
bitch.
really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first there's a
One more
chance
time.
you-
No.
And I was like, I'm gonna knock away the night voice, even if I hit the thing itself.
Hifumi's dead, and that is. Are we really? Maybe
The
the
announcement was intended to signal
someone else's discovery.
Let's memorize that statement. I'm sure it'll
Are
come
you
in
saying
handy.
that when we first there's a chance you? No.
Come in higgity handy.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely
Biggity
you heard the
brandy.
body to Hifumi's
dead body.
How about fuck you?
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
I don't know.
I
Let's
mean,
find out after
Hifumi was
saving.
almost saved by magical Disney tears.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them
Ah, the
together into
lazy
one.
excuse.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
As shown here! I love how Tagami's standing. He's like, yes. More corpses.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Yep.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But
I mean,
I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
ding dong!
Let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
Schrodinger's fat man.
Come on, seriously?
You're getting angry.
No, you're gonna get me angry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I pointed out how angry you're getting.
Ah!
What's on your mind,
Here's
sport?
One thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then...
Trying to make conversation. What was on your mind, sport?
His body disappeared.
Was it the fine American sport of baseball?
Next time we saw his body.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Was it the stack of flapjacks?
But when you compare his body before being moved,
pancakes
and
actually do
his
sound
body
good.
after being moved,
Don't they always?
other than the change in how it
Like, I
was
have syrup, but I
positioned,
don't have any pancake
there
mix.
was no
Luckily,
notable
pancake mix is
difference.
very cheap, so I can just buy some.
Then,
Exactly.
was he really still alive?
Come to think of it, that would be a
Of course not. It is
that would be a
impossible.
good choice for food
This
to
is
keep me
ridiculous.
going for the next, like, 6 days until I get paid.
Well,
Pancakes?
The first time we
Yeah,
found
pancakes.
Him again,
I will subsist off pancakes and pancakes alone.
compare his body
Well,
to
not
others of the
pancakes
same race.
alone.
No notable difference.
Bomb, 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 you're wrong.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
The second time he shat himself, because that's what happens when you die.
His glasses. That fact
I'm so glad we don't have that as any evidence in these games.
Kill the rest of us
Yeah.
here.
It's like, come on
Yeah,
now.
we'll never have that as evidence in these games.
Again, when you say these things, I don't know if you're...
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Spotless, even. I can't
And
believe the
I
murderer
found
would be
the
so
items used
considerate.
to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The official Princess Piggles glasses cleaning kit.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Anime.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make
Yeah,
it
but to
clear.
them it's
This
cartoons.
piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's
Filthy
glasses
Chinese
clean.
cartoons.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
Of course.
The character was Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
She had so much trouble actually saying that.
You're paying me to read this, right?
See your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are
Pudgy Princess, right?
A piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
And there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yes.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying
You
is,
can do it.
blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off
Now,
himself.
now do we get to the point where we say he was still alive at the time?
Other than the glasses
Maybe.
That's
We're
a
debating the
good
glasses
point.
at the moment.
Then it must have been him, right?
Yes.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own two
With
must have
some
been-
difficulty, with the usual amount of difficulty for him.
Even his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
As shown here.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Oh, that's my favorite
It
movie.
should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's
The
corpse.
disappearance of Taka's body.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository.
And me by
When
accident.
we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead. And when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Okay then.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this
Yep.
case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
He's the one who killed Taka.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
That you've been keeping from us? Yeah, sure, okay.
Absolutely. The single biggest fact.
And just
pointing
love how
to his
smug she
involvement
looks.
is yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Now I want her to say
Right up
ding
to
dong
the
yell wrong.
Taka's lifeless body.
I'm sorry, that's a protagonist privilege.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Indeed I am, maybe.
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
She's like, no, I found it stuffed in his pants. You wussed out like a wuss. Don't take credit for my discoveries.
Well, take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's be in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
I don't know why this isn't, voiced.
Because it's a piece of paper. Who's gonna voice it?
Told me where to go.
Well, Makoto's reading it off.
Piece of paper, voiced by Steve Bloom for some reason.
Monokuma can't find out.
Hey, I found a hole we can use to escape.
Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have
Hifumi's pants!
Me! It was me all along!
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Objection! Objection!
Um,
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear,
Tick-Tock is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Tick-tock, time for cock.
Fine, only if it's dead, though.
Zing.
Anyway, let's disprove her argument because she can't grasp the fact that someone took a piece of paper from someone else.
Amazing.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
Ah,
Spinning around. Whee!
What time did it
Stop
say to me?
spinning, damn it!
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Yes, it does.
Unless it would have that it did because I prove with evidence. I can do this.
Is this just padding or something?
Then the person it was
Yes.
intended for.
I'm not gonna deny that. This is padding.
Remember, what time did it... 6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter.
Her voice is so fucking funny when it's so high pitched.
Dumbass, let me show you why you're wrong.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
The Rainbow Connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
Oh, yeah.
Taka
So
was
if you're
murdered
not
at both the
stupid,
time
you'll see
and
immediately what that
in
means.
the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well,
You dumb hoe.
no further objections.
She totally did that on purpose.
Someone used
Yep.
that note to trick Taka, just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster, telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less.
Can we get off that
Most
subject?
likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Tell him, Nike.
It's a tiny piece of the paper.
Yes, very tiny piece of paper. I pried it from his cold dead hand.
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Please don't crash on me.
You can do it. You can do it.
The sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with
Why didn't you do that earlier? Would have helped a lot.
And
So we can
Taka's
do it at the
scrap
trial.
And Hifumi's
You can't
note.
make conclusions
They're from
before a
the same
trial.
piece of
That's
paper.
stupid.
Note meant for
And
Taka,
also
while
illegal.
Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only
It's a
one
school.
way
Why
to
does anybody
explain
care
it.
about what's legal?
Taka died clutching the note.
Because if we
Hifumi
don't,
tried
he'll
to
kill
free
us
the
with
note from
Gatling
his
guns.
death grip, leaving behind only one
I
small
guess.
scrap. Get all
That's a
that
pretty
right.
damn good
That means
reason.
Hifumi knew the note was important.
Okay then.
Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa.
Doing all this?
Yasuhiro Hagakure, as voiced
Involved in
by,
this whole thing for
as
sure.
voiced by,
In fact,
damn it, I forgot his
he wrote
goddamn
the
name.
whole thing. In fact, he's still
I want to say
alive.
Kanye West, but that is not correct.
What?
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly...
That
and
one Matrix
completely
fucker.
dead. The second body
Oh,
discovery
Keanu.
announcement...
Keanu Reeves, yeah, it was one of them K names.
So then,
Did you just confuse Keanu Reeves with Kanye West?
Whoever did is the mastermind.
I don't know how
Yes.
that's. I don't know how that's possible
He was killed in the
for anyone.
repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
What?
He must have been killed after Taka's body vanished. But before we found both bodies
Okay,
in the
I
repository.
may or may not actually be stupid.
Searching for Taka's missing
Yeah,
body.
I don't want you
In other
complaining about
words,
these
during
kids
that time,
anymore. They're fucking geniuses compared to you at this point.
but he and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Well, you love the water, so.
When they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Why are there no nachos here, man?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same. with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
Hey, own it, man.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
either.
I got a brain
Monokuma
of a
file
sort.
makes it clear that they
Sort
were
of.
killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Well, first they had to bend down.
So which hammer
Then they
was
had
it
to
with
extend
hands
their
first?
fingers.
Number 1 or number 2?
They had to put their hand on the handle of the hammer.
Actually, that's incorrect because the hammers are hanging off the wall, so nobody has to
Okay,
get
fair.
down.
Yeah, whatever.
Is
Whatever,
it not
idiot.
possible they
Jeez.
used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
We'll have to find out.
Next
time.
Next time. See ya. Bye.